hello, welcome back. So we are going to start a new page, a brand new. I just cleaned up my glue bottle. So let's get started. So what shall we do with this? I want to do an extreme fold out page. Yes, stay tuned. Okay, so first we are going to start with the closure from it all. So let's decide how wide we want. How wide did we do this piece? A 6. I think it would be cool if we bring that size back. Yeah, I think size will be nice. 6 size. I think 6 will be nice. Okay, so can I do this? Nope, that's too short. So I definitely need to cut my paper this direction. So a 6. 6 is the wideness. So we need to cut it this direction. I actually need 2. We can't do, I think we can't do 2. So I'm just going to cut 2. Pages, sorry, oh my gosh. 2. Those are 6 wide. Okay, guys, so sorry. And what do we want? We want to have a closure. Shall we do a closure? Well, if we do want to have a closure in the middle, then I could do 1 page. No, we are gonna make a full one. So I am just going to stay away 2 millimeters away from this edge, and then I'm going to make a mark. And then this piece we are going to score. I'm not going to cut it down because we still do not know how deep we need. But this is our first. Okay, then we're going to grab the next one. Now, I don't want to make the same mistake with this page as I did with this page. That this is too short. So I definitely going to make this wider. Because I still make that thread closure. So for this one, I definitely going to need a 2-inch. So what if we're going to make just 2-inch shorter? So this is 7.5. So 5.5 will do. So I am just going to score 5.5. And then the rest, I don't need to be that long, of course. So this is a 5.5. So let's just cut this a 2-inch. That's long enough. Otherwise I don't know which piece I need. So that is the long piece and the short one. This comes on each other, and then we can make a closure here. We still can make a nice pocket on here. So maybe we can do that right away. We have a leftover piece, maybe. I think we can just use this. I think it's wide enough. Why not? Let's make it a millimeter smaller. Okay. 1/2 inch for the bottom. Okay, it's pretty small, but we could do it. We can do it. So don't forget, on our pocket, we are going to make that thread piece. Okay, So yep, this we can put on. How wide is this? For those who wants to know how deep my pocket is, it's a wide 3.5 inch. I think that's a nice size. And still enough space for our closure. Alright. And then, so this is for the top. And this is for the bottom. But I also want to have something on here as well. And then a little deeper. Let's say this is here. Always imagine a little bit. This is our top pocket. And then for this one, I want to have a nice high pocket. So we still have space to add our closure on here. Okay, guys, so a big pocket I want to have on here. So grab a new page. This, yeah, I think this will do. So let's score first one at the bottom. Fold it. How deep do we want our pockets? I want to make this a 1/2 inch shorter, so I'm just going to eyeball it. There we go, and then I'm just going to make 2 marks for the sides. There we go. Yes, okay. Now first I'm gonna add some double-sided tape on all this. Here we go. Now before we're gonna add this on our page, just decide if you want to have a nice notch or not. I think I'm just gonna make a not a that deep one. I also can even use for example, this is also very fun to use, this. Or, oh, this is also very nice. Just a completely edge. Could be. Or a nice notch. I go for the notch. Alright. So it's all up to you guys. What do you like to use? Yes, okay. Choose a piece of paper that maybe you have a strip. Well, this one does not do it. Very nice. Oh, this one. Yes, see, it will. It will. If you don't want to have any leftover pieces. Oh, wow. This is too short. Too bad. Too bad. But you know me, I just love to use first what I have. Well, maybe I just go for another one. Pink one. Which that we had. Wait just a sec. This is our left one. So, well, it does come under, so you don't see it. So, alright guys, so it does not matter which one you are going to use. I like this one. Alright, so I'm gonna cut this one for that 1-inch strip. And then I'm gonna cut it all out, glue it on, and then I'll be back for the rest of the pockets. Alright, we can do this. By the way, how was your weekend, guys? How was your weekend? I had a roller coaster weekend, if you know what I mean. My son got his key from his house. And yeah, of course, you go watch and everything and see if you can do something. But oh, there were so many friends there to help. So I really thought, this is not for me. So busy. And I think they have help, plenty of help. And I think I will come back after the weekend. And all the others are gone. It was so busy, guys. Not for me. I love their friends so much. But if you have 6 people working in the living room, each have one wall to paint. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so busy. And I was there 30 minutes and I heard, I think, well, 5 times other people asking my son, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do now? Where was this? Where was that? Oh, I would be crazy. I would be better to do all that by myself. In a week or so, just taking my time, than that I would ever do the same thing as my son did this weekend. Oh my gosh. But that's just me, guys. I am a people person, I am. But I'm not that crowd person. No. If I want to just do things on my own time, but with so much noise and so much chaos, because it was so much chaos. Oh, no, that's just not me. And my back is also not that good to help. But, so yeah, it's not an excuse, absolutely not, but I just let them be, and I will come back Monday and see if I can help them. Still loads of things to do, of course. I'm so proud of them. Such a lovely house. Absolutely stunning. So yeah. Oh, this is also very nice to use. That's just the cover, guys. Oh, that is so cool. Nice patchwork. Little patchwork thing. I love it. You also can use that. Also, as a nice strip or so. Cut this in 2 or so. Ooh. Not that bad. I really like the patchwork thing. Alright, so let's put this back somewhere organized. Okay, guys, let's grab back our, oh, here it is, our page and glue it on. Go. Here we go. Peel this loose. And there you have your nice big pocket. You can decorate this or you can do that later. Totally up to you. Let me just go back to the small one. same thing. Just gonna add tape on, and then I'm gonna see if I want a notch for the front. Did I do that with? Let's just go back. Oh yeah, this was a higher one. That is maybe a good idea to do on this one too. Searching for a nice image for the side. Yes, okay. All up to you. Your decisions, your design, your project. Make it your own, guys. Make it your own if you want. Do exactly the same as I do. Totally up to you. Okay, this is our little one here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna use. This comes here. Bottom. And let's see what image that I like to use. Here we go, guys. Now let's see the leftover. Oh my gosh. But we have our closure on here, so that is, this is also very, 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 very lovely. Alright, let's just see. Our page. This is going to be our first page. This is going to be our next one. So this you will see. And then I want to have here the closure. Or a ribbon. Oh, that is also just a ribbon that also will do. Let's see. For example, can you make a nice ribbon with this one? Let's check it out. Then it looks like this, I think, if you close this down with a ribbon. Not that bad. Not that bad. So you can place this under here, maybe. And then the other one here. And then if you make a little ribbon, then it definitely looks here. Okay, I think I like it. Let's go for the pink. You also can use another color, but I think I like the pink. Which image? The candy shop. Yeah, I think I will like this, the blue one. I think we'll go for the candy shop. Or, I still have this one as well. It's a little bit small. Oh my gosh. Yep. Definitely. Okay, we have a winner. I like it. And I think we like I like the ribbon closure. Cool. Okay, guys. Decisions. It's all about decisions. Okay, guys. So I decorated already. So, like I showed you earlier, I really like this patchwork thing. So I split it in two. So I use it here at the bottom and here at the bottom, below this edge right here. So I could not resist. Then I just chose for a nice beige color one with the words love. And I used the the, oh my gosh, that was glued down a little bit. And I used the pink one to bring back the pink for this piece of paper. Before I glue down my design paper, I already placed my ribbon under. So that is the first thing that I did. Place your ribbon, if you are going to use the same closure as I do, please put that on under your design paper. Alright, so then this pocket is ready. I will do the back soon as I know, well, I still can do. Yeah, I can do the background because we already made this long enough. Alright, so I can put papers on the back. Alright, now for this one, yeah, like I told you earlier, I chose the other half for this patchwork. It's just for the cover. And I had some little piece left for this one, so I chose to bring back the 1/2 inch at the bottom, and then the same papers at this one to bring back everything a little bit nice. As you can see, it's almost, I should have made this right here, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, and I could not resist to make a nice patchwork background. And then for the ribbon, we are going to make that under, so it's very nice and tight. I do not want to have this under this design paper, because otherwise you will get torn this. As you can see now, this ribbon is on top this cardstock, so that will hold it down. So it's nothing to do with the design paper here. But if I would place my ribbon under here, then you can imagine that you are going to close this down, and each time you're going to do that, you're going to tear this design paper. So I chose to go under the this hinge, and we still need to have the thickness to the side, so I just stayed away 1/2 inch so that I am good to go. Alright, so that is for the 2 pockets. Now we can do whatever you want still on here. So let's give it a go. What we can do here. Oh, wait. I totally forgot. Now I now I remember why I did not do anything on the back, because I want to have some flippable pages as well. Oh my gosh, why was I forgetting that? Oh. So the back of these ones, we are going to make flippable pages as well. Oh. Okay guys, do we have some leftovers? Nope, not wide enough. So I'm going to grab a new page. So let's just start with the small one. I just love this. I just love this. Oh, and I did use, of course, that silver edge. Oh, I'm to die for. Okay, so we are going to make extra flippable pages on here. That is why we still do not know how large this hinge is going to be. Oh, how dumb of me. How dumb of me. Okay, so we are going to cut this direction. You don't want to interfere this fold line here, so we're just gonna make this smaller, definitely a 1/2 inch smaller, just because it can. So nothing is, I'm just gonna eyeball this, guys. I did not measure anything. Yeah, 5 inch will do. Let's cut this a 5 inch. Shall we? There we go. Okay, let's make a, can we just not split this, oh my gosh, in 2? Nah, does not have to be. Well, I don't want to make it too narrow, otherwise you can't do anything with it. So we are going to score, well, a 1/2 inch I am. and a 1/8. So we still have a little space under. So if you are gonna add pictures on here, then it does not make it too thick. That is why I chose for everything is gonna fall today. So you don't want to have any bulkness if you're gonna add pictures, so, or pockets, whatever you want to add under here. Alright, I think we can cut right away. Why did I cut it the long way? Actually, could have cut it the other way. I can't make two of these. Well, just in case. 1/2 inch again and a 1/8, just in case. Just in case. Let's see, how much do I have left? If I split this in two, well, it's a large 26, so you have 13. Well, I think it's large enough, guys. So I am gonna split this in two. Just do it. Why not? I think it's large enough. So I'm just gonna split this in two. There we go. So this is our first one with the 1/8. And this one I did not fold it down just yet. Here we go. Let's add some tape on. Okay, so here we have place this down, and I'm just going to place this in the middle so we have plenty of space on both sides. Here we go, and then the other one. Other one, just place this completely on the opposite side. Here we go. Yeah, that's cool. See, and then you still have space under that 1/8, as you can see. See that? You still have plenty of space. Yes, I like that. Maybe I like a nice edge. Always nice. Yep, I like this. Now let's do the same thing with the other one. So now we have a nice 1/8. Cool. Alright, let's do the same here. Let's grab a new page. And if we also cut this in this direction, so this one also a 1/8 a 1/2 inch shorter. So this one is a 7/1/4, so a 6 3/4 will do. And we're going to do exactly the same with this one. So 6 3/4. And I'm going to score 1/2 inch plus 1/8. I think that will do. And then just fold this in two. Cut this in two. Yes. Here we go, guys. Yes, so let me fold everything. Cut the corners. Yes, okay. Now the only thing that I was checking, okay, so you will have this one and you will have this one. Let me just place this as it should. Now you will have this 1/8 on top, so you definitely need to be aware later how thick this needs to be, because I just want to have, but as you can see this now is lower, but we're also gonna have the 1/8, so that's a thing for later. That's a thing for later. Let's just add this on. Small corner away, nice corner, here we go. Now let's place this down in the middle. Go. Yes. The other one. Corner. Just gonna keep this so I can see. Here we go. Yes. There we go. Place some extra pages on, I say. Let's just do it. Okay, so we have the 1/8. Once we have added papers on here, then everything falls on its place. Cool, so that is why I wait till I know exactly how thick everything will go. See, because let's say, as you can see now here from the top, see, so this small one, this one, is going to be a larger hinge, a wider hinge than this one. Okay, it's just a 1/8, but, and now we go to the tunnel, because this is just a closure. Yep, it is. Okay, let's start with this one. Cool. Okay guys, let's see. What do we want? What do we want? I want something that we can split in half. Okay, so that would be, well, it's a little smaller than a 5-inch. So what if we are going to create, it's a little bit smaller than a 5-inch, that is for sure. See, it's really just a fraction smaller. So if we do a 4/15/16, then we are good to go. If we do that, 4, see, then it's just a millimeter from. Is then an option of 4/7/8 better? Let's check. 4/7/8 leaves us a 1/8 in between. So okay, it's up to you. So you can do a 4/7/8 or that 4/15/16. It is up to you. It's just if you want to have this gap, then a 4/7/8 will do, and the minus gap is the 4/15/16. Alright, so first of all, we are going to cut this the same size, and I think, well, just a minor smaller. I think we can already cut 2 pages right away. Why not 2 in 1? Okay, let's cut this down. Always check, of course. Yep, this is a minor, so we're gonna stay in between. So then I'm just gonna make them both equal. So let's see. So what I like to do, keep this to the 0, and I will go for, I'm just gonna go, yeah, 4/7/8. Yeah, do you know what? If I placed my 0 just a millimeter further, then I'm gonna score a 4/7/8. Okay. And if I will do the same thing with this one, so I'm just gonna be a millimeter over my 0, and I'm gonna score a 4/7/8. Let's check. Check it out. See, that is nice. Yep. Then I am gonna stay 2 millimeters from the edges, and that's perfect. Yep. All right. Now that is the one that we need. So let's make let's cut this. We are not gonna make this Are we gonna make some space? Do we need some space under? Well, if you are gonna add a load of pictures, then a 1/8 I think is not a big luxury, so I am gonna do that, the 1/8. It's always better to have a little space. And some people of you think, oh, my albums are way too tight. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. We do make those spaces. Okay, let's do that same thing with this one. Also a 1/8. And then we're gonna cut down 1/2 inch. Okay, that is done. Go. Now let me work first on these two, and then we always can come back and see what else that we want. Here we go. Place this on. I still struggle. Okay, one time I love this tape and the other time I just can't deal with it. Alright, this one we are going to place this down nicely at the bottom. Equal. Here we go. Yep, 1/8. Nicely all the way to the top. Make it equal with your other page right here. There we go. Burnish it down. Okay. Okay, so this goes up and down. Alright, let's see. We do have another one. So let's see, what else do you want with this one? Well, we can put this in the middle, so we have an up and down. Is that an option? No, nope, 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 because otherwise we don't, well, we can, but then we need to put this first on. Wait just a second, give me a second. Okay. So I'm not gonna go in the middle of this because I don't want to interfere this piece. So what I do like to add another thing in here. So what if we, and with this one we're just gonna make not any corset or whatsoever, just only 1/2 inch, just to have an extra page. Now let's see if this needs, the size is nice. Just what do you think? Alright, so we have, this opens up with a 1/8 notch. Now what if we are just going to place this down 1/2 inch. Shall we then make this same size as this? I think we are going to do that. just 2 extra pages. Yep, I think that's nice. I'm just going to eyeball this. Not eyeball, I'm just okay, I'm losing it here right now. I'm gonna cut this down. You did see that I did not eyeball it. Okay, cut this down. So this is going to be a 1/2 inch lower. So it's a 2-page kind of waterfall thing. And we are just going to place this down after this hinge right here. Okay, so just a 1/2 inch lower, just to have it a little bit more playful. I don't want to have too much bulk. So I'm just going to keep away from the hinge, just 1 millimeter. There you go. Peel this off. And there you go. Your second page. Yep, that's nice, I guess. And then this one goes, yeah, let's see how that looks. We always can change it, guys. Let's just see how that looks, because these two are interfering then. But okay, place this on. There we go. Let's see, how does it look? Okay, so if you close these down at once, then it does not. Okay, so we have 1 page, 1 page. These two overlapping each other. Yep. And then you will have these two closed, and these two do not overlapping each other. Okay, I think that's pretty fun. Open this up. 1, 2, and another one. Yeah, something like that. Something like that is. Do I like it? Do I like it? Oh, why not? Yep. Let's do this. I think it looks better than if we cut these the same size as these ones. What do you think? Yep, I'm gonna keep with this idea. I like it. Alright, so then so we have a 1/8 here and a 1/8 here. Okay, so that is what we have right here. So we have some space. What else do we want? 1/8, and then we have this guy here. This also has the 1/8. Maybe we can decorate this first, but it's maybe better. But so this comes on, and this is the last one. Hope you can see that a little bit, how this goes up and up. So if this is the first, so this is of course the 1/8 you need, but you also want to have some space here. So I think an in-between is maybe nice, an in-between a 1/8 and a 1/4. That keeps this everything nice under this piece. And then this guy right here, needs to have this plus this guy right here, no, plus this one extra. So if we want to make a in-between here, then we need to have that in-between plus a 1/8. Does that make sense? Yes, it all makes sense. All right. So an in-between is an in-between a 1/8 and a 1/4 gusset. So what I normally do is I will place my fold line on a mountain of our scoreboard. Okay, on the mountain. And then I am gonna score the in-between. This is my in-between. Okay, finish that down. This is my in-between. See, that is still I have space to put papers on here. See that? It's just a little higher than the 1/8. Okay, that would be going under here. So at the bottom of our tunnel. Okay, that is step 1. That is nice. Okay, and then this one needs just a little extra for this 1/8. So again, I am gonna place this again on the mountain. Place it on the mountain. And I'm not gonna score the same. Well, can we not just make a 1/4? Is that not? No, I'm just gonna keep it safe. So I'm placing my fold line on the mountain. So I'm not gonna score that in-between space, but I am gonna score. Is this not too much? No, I just want to have space, guys. So it's a little tiny little bit wider. It's just a 1/4, guys. Let's just do it a 1/4. I think that's just slightly. You can decide. You can decide what you want. I do a slightly bigger than a 1/4. A slightly. Okay. Because I know myself that I am going to keep adding and adding and adding. Alright, and then this one goes on the other side of our bottom tunnel page. Let's see if it'll make sense with all these plain pages. And then, look, so this is your widest. This is a little less, and then you have your 1/8. See, and then this, everything, this one is the widest. Everything holds all these 1/8 inside. Yes. Okay. Okay. Cool. So I am going to add, what do you want? We can first decorate this before we're going to add this inside. That would be easier to work on. And then we can decide what we want here. I am going to do that. That makes sense. Yep, I think that makes sense. Let's do that. Keep this away. Let me first add papers on here. Alright, next step is, do we want something else in, well, at least on the inside. I definitely can't resist myself to add a nice pocket inside. Can't help myself. Do we have some leftover pieces? I don't know. Let's check it out. What do we have? This is too small. This had already a... I don't want to make it too undeep. This could be working. Oh, do I have two same sizes? Stays the same size. Well, almost. Now I'm just gonna grab a new page. I don't wanna be picky, too picky. Because we're also gonna make a pocket on the other side. So maybe we can do that. No, we can't do that in one. We can't do that. Oh, well, you can if you just split this in two. I'll show you how to do it this way. Yeah, you also can use it this way. Okay. Am I chaotic? Oh! Am I? Yeah. Could be. It could be. Alright, so I'm gonna score 2 bottoms. And I'm gonna score 1 side. Alright. Then we decide how deep we want this pocket. I think a 4.5 is nice, so it stays in here. If you make it too undeep pocket, then your tags are gonna be wobbly. So I think a 4.5 will be cool. So this is a half bottom. So can we cut this 5 then? Okay, and then the other one as well. Okay then. Alright, so we have a 1 side here. So I'm gonna grab this page right here. And well, we have our page here, but I'm gonna put this all the way till the end. And then I'm just going to stay 2 millimeters away from the first fold line here. Okay. So that is my pocket for this piece. Let's grab the other one. Same thing. Place this on the edge. And then I'm going to stay away 2 millimeters from the first fold line. And then I am going to score and cut. Okay guys, 2 pockets we have made. Don't think that you don't need to make notches each single time. You can if you want. I was just thinking maybe we can make that edge, that little round shape one. Would be nice. Love it. For these 2 pockets. Very, very, very sweet. But it's an inside pocket. Well, an inside pocket is as sweet and beautiful as all the other ones, so why not make it nice? Here we go, guys. Hold it. This weekend, by the way, last Saturday, oh my god, we had game night. I never ever dreamed that I could say that we had a game night, because my hubby do not like to play games, but he now found out a new game and he just loves it, and our friends will love it too. So we have a game night. Can you imagine? Alright, so yeah, I do want to make this nice. I just like this. So I'm gonna do that. Long one, small one. Alright, so let's see what the middle is. Oh, this is the middle. Okay, so I'm gonna redraw this. But about the game night, I don't know if everybody knows which game that I mean if I say hitster. Hitster. I think people from Germany, Belgium, Holland definitely knows what I say. Hitster. But I think people from out of those countries, maybe not. But it's a music game, and so kind of you guess, well, it's not particularly guessing a song, but it's all about the years. So you will get a card. No, yeah, you get a card that's upside down, and then you will get to hear the song, and then you need to guess from which year it was. And if you know the song as well, then you also can say it, and then you earn some extra joker coins, some extra playful options. And then the first person who wins, who answers 10 times correctly, wins. And it's just so much fun because you recognize old songs from the past, from your childhood, from your grandparents, from your going out in the days that we go out to the disco and everything. It's so much fun. So you are picking out memories. Even the new songs, you might hear it last year or 5 years back. So you just gamble on which year it came out. It was very, very fun. We did this with 7 people last Saturday. And it went 1:30 in the night, and we started at 7:30 in the evening. Oh. So yeah, we had so much fun. I won, by the way, 2 times. So we played 5 rounds, 5 different ones, because you have different. You have the base one. You have one with Germany song, Slager, and you have a Dutch version. You also have a guilty pleasure version. You also have a summer version. And you also have a movie and soundtrack version. So, but we did four versions last Saturday, 4 rounds. And I won 2 times. Yay! It's just all about gambling. Alright, so guys, I'm gonna pick out a nice piece that I can make this edge with, and then I'm just gonna decorate a little bit. I just want to see what paper that I like to use to bring it all a little bit back. I love the stripe for this. Or shall we gonna keep the pink on these pages and maybe the blue with the bigger one? That is then I would go for the pink dot maybe even for this one. So sweet and cute. Yep, I'm gonna do the pink dot. Alright, so it's just a cutting edge or completely, but that I don't like. So I'm just gonna cut a 1 inch off. This is, yeah, this fits also. So I'm just gonna cut a 1 inch, and then I can make a nice edge. Now let's decorate, guys. Let's decorate this all. Alright, love it. First cut. cut the same size, and there you go. There we go. Cool. Alright. Place this down on the back with some edges, left and right. Okay, and I'm just going to take my time to cut these out, and I will see you in a second.